So next on this back to basics look, I wanted to show how to do eyeshadow for beginners. I have already prepped my eyelids and I've already done my brows in a previous video. This is going to be how to do shadow. So for eyeshadows, you don't really need a million brushes. You can get a brush set if you want. I had originally bought a brush set from Amazon. It's no longer available. If I can find the link, I'll put it below. But basically, I believe that you only need a few basic brushes. So what I like to do is take a nude color on a flat brush. I do this with most of my eyeshadow looks. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This one is an old version. They have changed their packaging, but the colors are still the same. And I'm going to be dipping into this color Heaven here. And what I like to do is I like to set my concealer and my foundation, whatever I used to outline my brows. And that's really what this shade's purpose is just to highlight that brow bone and set all that cream that I put. The look that I'm going for today is very simple. It's very everyday light. I'm going to be taking the Stilazi Dark Room with Jordan Liberty, and I will be taking just a nice medium shade. This one is called Poolside, and I am taking that angled brush, and I am just following my eye shape and taking that outward. Next, to really build in that crease, you take this brush or whatever brush you're gonna use and you just diffuse it back and forth lightly. Put less pressure. You wanna put the most pressure where you want the color to be the darkest. You want the least pressure of where you want it more soft. So here, less pressure, and here, harder pressure. In between colors, what I like to recommend is have a little cloth towel and just clean your brush in between. So next, taking this darker color here called DTLA, I'm gonna be deepening up the crease with this small little brush. I will be packing on the color on one side, concentrating it where I want the most of the color, which is for me on the outside, and I'm gonna really pack it on to that outside. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just really pack the color in. Next, I'm gonna take the other side of that brush and just lightly use that side with no extra product and really blend and marry all the colors together. Next, to deepen it up even further, I'm taking this color Asylum, which is like a warm chocolate, and I'm packing it on that color again. And as you can see, I'm just adding depth by adding more and more colors, lightest first, and then going to dark. Again, taking the other side of the fluffy edge and just marrying all of those colors together. Lastly, I'm gonna be taking this color Dark Horse, which is like a chocolate color, and I'm finally gonna concentrate it where my eyeliner would be. I am gonna be doing a cat eye, so this is pretty much where the wing would be. So I imagine that, and I only wanna put that color where that wing would be. Lastly, for this natural kind of look, I'm gonna be taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm gonna be taking this Nectar color and just putting it right here with my finger. I'm just putting it on the ball of the eye where there was no other shadow, and I'm really just bringing it in. So just tap it like that, and you see where my little finger made those little marks. That's okay. Just lightly brush it over, and then with a clean finger, you could just smear it. And again, use very little pressure, very light strokes. You could go back and forth, and see, it just creates that little daytime smoky moment. Just very, very simple. So now taking a small little brush, a detailing brush, I'm gonna be going back into that Dark Horse color, and I am going to just be marrying the eyeliner with the eyeshadow and just doing it diagonally where the shadow and the liner is, and just staying in that small little V shape right there. Again, just to kind of smoke it out and make it not so harsh. So this is for pure educational purposes. Normally I would finish out the rest of my face before I did eyeshadow on the bottom, but since this is an educational video, I'm just gonna finish doing the eyeshadow. So what I would do is take whatever color I put in this area and put it on the bottom. So I'm gonna go back to that DTLA color that we used earlier, that reddish brown. I'm gonna put that on the bottom here. Again, using that small little detailing brush, and I'm gonna connect it to that liner and just have it marry its colors. And I'm gonna go back to that highlight color right here, and I'm gonna center that and marry it to the top of my eye here. And then after this, you could just put on your mascara, your lashes, whatever, but this is just basically how to do a basic eyeshadow look.